Welcome. We're just getting started. We're watching our puppy, our yearling here. He's just over a year, already marking territory because he's super confident, this boy. Hey, Giddy. Hey, Mass Kerosene. Hope you're well. Hey, Yami. Haven't been live in a minute here, but just taking Noni out for a little patrol this evening. I thought we'd pop on here for a minute. Internet may not be awesome. Town is super busy, and because of the 4th of July holiday, and so internet here can be sketch. Yami, by the way, I really wanted to commend you. You are, without a doubt, my most astute wolf expert supporter. You don't miss a thing. It's kind of amazing. Someday I'd like to learn more about how you know so much about wolves and how come you're so perceptive, but you really do just notice every little thing. It's super cool. We really appreciate it. And yes, your observation that Noni is really big is right. I haven't weighed him lately. It's not so easy to get these guys on a scale. But I do think he's bigger than Icknick now. He's for sure taller. He's like, I don't know, an inch or two at least at the shoulder, and he's still got long bone growth for probably another, he may put on another inch, potentially. And of course, he's still puppy lanky, so we're a little scared, just because of his size. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't celebrate the 4th of July either because I'm an actual patriot, and I think what's going on in this country, we should be flying our flag upside down. I am devastated by the direction we've turned here. I try to steer clear of politics on my work, but I am super upset about what's happening with our environment and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It's very sad. But we're a little afraid about how big it's getting, only because since we know nothing about his lines because of his source, we don't know if he's going to be nice when he's 3 years old. He's super nice right now. He's been an absolutely delightful pup, better than I ever dreamed when I rescued him. He's just been fun and happy and loving and cute. But with these guys, you never know what their personality is really going to be like until they're like 3 or 4 years old, when they're really fully mature. So smarts plus fascination. I get it. Hey, what are you rolling in? Come on, let's not do that. Can we? Can we avoid rolling in something really gross? How about we don't do that? Noni, don't roll in something gross. The scent rolling behavior. And how about not that one either? Don't try on any more stink. Probably gonna smell stink on them later. Leave it. Noni. At least it wasn't wet stink, whatever it was. Hey, come on, leave it, please. Let's keep moving. So I decided to take Noni out here. You probably don't want to boop him right now. I think he just rolled in something poopy. Let me find out for us here. Noni. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's the only animal I have that's a little bit afraid of fireworks, and so I'm trying to exercise him a little extra early, and then we're gonna keep him on our secure deck. Let's see, do you smell? What do you smell like? Oh, it doesn't smell like anything. That's good. It doesn't smell like anything. Not sure about Gar. Be curious to know him. I'm always interested to interact with people that know a fair bit about wolves. As you undoubtedly know, I've devoted my entire life, pretty much since I was 4 years old. I mean, I do other things, but it's the only through line that has remained absolutely unchanging since I was 4, is my complete fascination and commitment to understanding these animals as deeply as possible, both from the research perspective, but also, of course, from the interpersonal dynamic perspective. And there's all these people that like say, oh, I'm integrated into a family group of wolves. What's that guy, Sean Ellis, which was really just a carnival sideshow. But I thought there was a giant, well, Fenris was the giant Norse wolf, but maybe Gar is another name, since a lot of these mythological creatures have multiple names. But, I think my long-standing experiment, which is to live inside the habitat all the time and have very little separation. Although I have to admit that now this particular combination of animals with the intensity of the animals we have, which is always a goal of mine, is to have the most intense, raw animals possible. And he's hunting something right now. He sees something moving. There's a lizard. Is complex, right? We have Noni doesn't like my dog. And so we have to be super careful. We had to put, as those of you that follow my channel know, we put a security gate inside our mud room so we don't have an accident at the door. And for those of you that are curious, and Yami mentioned this earlier today, actually, just last week, Noni decided that the baby gate at the porch was not an obstacle anymore, and I watched him bound over it. He doesn't do it with the fluidity of the girls, but it's clear he knows how, which is going to add another layer of complexity to what we do, since that means that when I open the door, he'll be right there. Usually when I open the door, there's just 2 girls there for feeding time, and I can hand each of them their log and then poke myself out the door to get Iknik and Noni. Most people that feed these guys throw their food over the fence. We don't do that. We hand it out. What are you looking at? He sounds interesting, Yami. I've had a herding dog for years, time to learn more. No, we think all wolves are good. Some of them are just a little bit more complex, right? Noni is complex because she's so sweet to me and my wife. She's so timid and she's all gentle. And then, well, not gentle. She leaps on me and puts holes in me every single day. She tries to climb me with her brutal claws. But it's not intentional harm. But then she turns around to our Malamute with the look of, I'll slice you and dice you if you give me the chance. But every time they interact with each other, the Malamute's one that attacks. Oh, what we got here. What is this guy doing? That is so fucking illegal. This clown. Like there's a road. And instead of going on the road, which is what his vehicle is licensed for, he's literally ripping up the trail. Those are the kind of people that make me want to take a few trees down with my chainsaw in the dark. Surprise! That's what you get for ripping around the woods illegally. So for those of you that haven't been on my channel before, I'm Oliver the Wolf Guy. This is Nu Naryak. He's one of the ambassador animals at our nonprofit. I am the founder and executive director of the Tahoe Wolf Center. And we teach people why wolves are an incredible species that should be preserved and not persecuted. And it sounds like maybe my stream is having issues, which I kind of expected because town is very busy. And we have limited internet capacity here. And so when we get slammed like on a holiday, things don't always work. So if it keeps lagging, let me know in I'll probably just wrap it up since it's painful to run a stream that doesn't work. I know people might think I'm kind of a Karen when I complain about people, but see what they do? Look at, he's left just a burnt track right up the road here, because of course he did, you know. Why are you pulling up the lupine? My lupine is pulling up the lupine. I guess that's appropriate. It is 7:13 Pacific where we are. Oh, well, guys, it seems like we're having issues with the live stream. So I think I'm just gonna wish everybody a safe holiday, if you can call it a holiday. An excuse for people to blow shit up and scare wildlife. I'm not a fan. And we'll do something again later. So for those of you, you're saying it's fine. I'm just sort of, we got a lot going on here. I think it's better for me to just be focused on what's going on with my animals, since I got people riding vehicles in places they're not supposed to be. So I'm going to wrap it up for now, so I can just focus on what I'm doing with my critters, because that's my priority. So I hope you guys do have a good holiday, and we'll catch you on the next one.